A body suppleness, the envy of many practitioners a fraction of his age, Seikichi Toguchi was the first of Goju-Ryu founder Chojun Miyagi's Okinawan students to open a dojo in Japan. He was also responsible for making advances in Okinawan Goju-Ryu. Seikichi Toguchi was born on 7th May 1917 in Naha City, Okinawa. Growing up, Toguchi had dreams of becoming a sea captain. Toguchi's father loved the martial arts, but never took formal lessons. He would always train on the makiwara. He taught his son the basics of Okinawan te. Just after he turned 16, Toguchi began learning Goju-Ryu karate at the dojo of Seiko Higa, which was a short distance from his home. Higa had been the last student of the renowned master Kanryo Higashiona before his death. He was also a student of Chojun Miyagi. Higa, who was a serving policeman, had only recently opened his dojo. Chojun Miyagi, the founder of Goju-Ryu karate, was the same age as Toguchi's father. They were good friends, and Miyagi was a frequent visitor to the Toguchi family home. Toguchi eventually became a student of Miyagi. The training was very hard and very traditional. It tended to be private one-to-one sessions or very small groups. Students had to be proficient in a single technique before being taught another one. Miyagi taught lessons in the backyard of his home. He charged his students no money. He wanted to develop very good students. Because of the tough training methods, the dropout rate was quite high. It could take students 10 years to become really proficient. He did not believe in belts or providing ranks to his students. Toguchi trained full-time with both Miyagi and Higa until the outbreak of World War II. He would end up training under Higa for over 33 years and training under Miyagi for over 25 years. In 1939, Toguchi was drafted into the Japanese Imperial Army as an electrical engineer. He was stationed in Sumatra, Indonesia. However, he was eventually imprisoned by the British as a prisoner of war. He served his sentence on a nearby island. Toguchi was released by the British in 1946. He returned to a devastated Okinawa. His teachers had suffered many losses and were financially ruined. Miyagi had lost 3 children and a senior student to the war. Higa had lost his wife. Life changed for Toguchi's teachers. Miyagi began teaching at the police academy in Naha. Higa moved in with Toguchi. It was around this time that Higa introduced Toguchi to his future wife, Haruko. Toguchi eventually helped Miyagi build a new home and dojo in Naha City. In 1949, Toguchi helped Higa build and open a dojo in Itoman City, where he taught judo and karate. He was Higa's assistant and was eventually appointed the chief instructor of the dojo. In 1952, Miyagi and his senior students formed the Goju-Ryu Shinkokai to promote Goju-Ryu karate. His students had wanted to award themselves black belts. However, Miyagi would not allow this. He had never awarded black belts to any of his students and believed that a black belt should only be awarded by a member of the emperor's family or sanctioning body like the Butokukai. On the 8th of October 1953, Chojun Miyagi died from a heart attack. He had not named a successor. He had taught many of his advanced techniques to his senior students, including Toguchi. Toguchi was one of Miyagi's only students to be teaching karate full-time as his profession. Following Miyagi's death, his students formed the Karate-do Goju-Kai in 1953. Meitoku Yagi was named chairman of the association, with Toguchi being named vice chairman. In 1954, Toguchi opened his first Shorei-Kan dojo in Koza City, Okinawa. Shorei-Kan means House of Courtesy and Manners. The dojo was located close to the Kadena American Air Base. Servicemen from the air base were soon training at the dojo. In the beginning, there was a language barrier between Toguchi and his new students. He soon realized it was necessary to develop a systemized traditional syllabus that could be taught to Westerners. Many early pioneers of Okinawan karate in the United States trained with him. In 1956, the Okinawan Karate-do Federation was formed. Toguchi was installed as a member of the board of directors. In July of 1958, Toguchi gave a demonstration at the All-Okinawa Sports Meeting Koza City. The following year, he gave a charity demonstration to support the building of a library at Koza Junior High School. Toguchi moved to Japan in 1960. His intention was to spread Goju-Ryu karate. Initially, he was an instructor at the Tokyo Yoyogi Shuren-kai Karate Dojo. He would spend the winter months in Okinawa and the summer months in Japan. He helped organize the Goju-Ryu Association. This would later become known as the Goju-Kai Federation. Things were not always easy in Tokyo. However, he persisted with his goal of spreading his teacher's Goju-Ryu outside of Okinawa. While in Japan, Toguchi studied calligraphy under Soseki Ishii and Zen Buddhism under Sogen Sakiyama. He also studied yoga, which he incorporated into his karate training and teaching. On the 8th of October 1962, the sculptured bust of Chojun Miyagi was placed in the Naha Police Gymnasium. A Budo demonstration was also held to mark the 10th anniversary of Miyagi's passing. In 1962, Toguchi opened his first Shorei-Kan dojo in Tokyo. He felt that Chojun Miyagi's original teachings had become distorted after his death. He wanted to promote Okinawan Goju-Ryu karate. In May of 1963, Hosei University Goju-Kai was established, and Toguchi was appointed as the instructor of the club. On the 16th of April 1966, Toguchi's longtime teacher, Seiko Higa, died aged 68. In 1966, Toguchi built the Shorei-Kan Hombu in Tokyo. Wanting to spread his style of Goju-Ryu, Toguchi sent his student Ichiro Takahata to the United States in 1968. As a representative of Shorei-Kan, Takahata established a United States headquarters. Toguchi sent another of his students, Akira Kawakami, also to the United States. Toshio Tamano, another of Toguchi's students, also arrived in the United States in 1969 to help spread Goju-Ryu karate. 3 years later, Toguchi sent another of his students, Tomoaki Koyabu, to teach Shorei-Kan in Canada in 1972. In May of 1972, Toguchi traveled to Shorei-Kan dojos in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. He was accompanied by Kaio Ong. This was an opportunity for students to be taught by him. Toguchi traveled to various countries in Europe, America, and Canada in 1974 to teach karate. In February 1976, Toguchi's book Okinawan Goju-Ryu, Fundamentals of Shorei-Kan Karate, was published. The book provides a comprehensive guide to the style of Goju-Ryu. Through the 1980s and 1990s, Toguchi was widely regarded as one of the foremost experts of Goju-Ryu karate. He continued traveling between his dojos in Okinawa and Japan. In September of 1982, Toguchi traveled to Canada to mark the 10th anniversary of the establishment Shorei-Kan in the country. He gave a demonstration at the 10th anniversary tournament. On the 31st August 1998, Seikichi Toguchi died in Tokyo aged 81. He was survived by his wife of many years, Haruko. She became the head of the Shorei-Kan, backed by a committee of Toguchi's senior black belts. In 2001, Okinawan Goju-Ryu 2, Advanced Techniques of Shorei-Kan Karate was published. It was a sequel to Toguchi's 1976 book. On the 31st August 2004, Haruko Toguchi retired as head of the Shorei-Kan. She returned to her home in Okinawa. She was replaced as head by Norihiro Yamamoto. At the time of his death, Seikichi Toguchi was ranked as a 10th Dan. He left a lasting legacy. He created additional Goju-Ryu kata and supplementary training exercises. He also created two-man partner drills for practicing Goju-Ryu kata. Toguchi was also one of the first senior Okinawan Goju-Ryu instructors to teach karate to American servicemen. He wanted to spread the teachings of Chojun Miyagi. His notable students include Anthony Mirikian, Joe White, and John Roseberry. Thank you for watching Finding Karate's profile on Seikichi Toguchi. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.